One of the things that you were well known for a long time ago was a subject that is very hard to speak about. Nobody dares to go in that direction. You do. It's about modesty. Tell us a little bit about that. What challenges have you faced in trying to bring that message forward? And what is its importance in the church and in the culture today?
Yeah, modesty is an incredibly important topic, but often when we hear that topic being discussed, we think that it only pertains to women, although there is a great deal of conversation that women should have about that. But we also think that it is the only thing that we should be talking about. And modesty is this beautiful virtue, actually, that we're really discussing. It's not about hemlines. It's more about the virtue in our life and how do we embody that virtue to become closer to Christ. And so modesty should bring out the deepest forms of charity within us, that we are able to look at our lives as a whole and be able to make sure that it's all congruent with our beliefs. For me, taking up the virtue of modesty was a journey, and it still is. It's something that you have to continue to look at because it is a virtue that you can bring into your life and create a habit with. But before, I had my major, reversion back to the church, modesty was something that I did not think of and that I did not want to think of. I saw it only as rules, only as, well, you shouldn't wear that. And it was only allocated to clothing. That's how I thought modesty was, that it's only about what you wear. And the problem with that is that when we take a look at this topic of modesty and we only discuss fashion, we only discuss clothing, we've really made modesty and this virtue of modesty just like a Halloween outfit that you take on and you put off once in a while whenever you want to. But modesty has something deeper. As I mentioned, it's a virtue. It's supposed to be this habit within us that reveals, our whole life as a whole, as a believer. So as I, even when I came back to the church and I was trying to change my habits and I was trying to change my thinking and my mindset to be more in line with Christ, I obviously was changing my weekend activities. I was changing the friends that I had. I was changing my daily and my evening routines of what I did. All of this I was doing. And to be honest with you, my clothing was one of the very last things that I actually changed. And so I shared that because when we talk about modesty, it is sometimes this journey that people are on, and we should have compassion when we're talking about this to others. So the idea of, I see this girl at Mass and she's wearing something inappropriate. Again, once importantly, that modesty is not just about clothing, but sometimes it obviously is. So we do need to talk about that. And so I've had plenty of people come up to me and say, I think I should say something to this girl at church as she's, in the church wearing this immodest outfit. In my personal opinion, I think we should have compassion because sometimes it's just the fact that some people don't know. Some people are on a journey. And it's up to us to help guide people, but also with kindness and with deep compassion of people are on that. I was that girl in church who was trying to get her life back together. And while people may have seen me wearing something maybe not church appropriate, at Mass, what was going on is that Christ was doing work in me little by little. And there was a moment where I came out of church and I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't wear this to church. Oh, I get it. And then the light bulb went on and things began to change. And I love sharing that story because it's like, we all have those moments where we're trying to stay in alignment with Christ and with his beliefs and with the gospel. And sometimes things just take a little bit longer to kind of connect. And so modesty is a great topic. I love it. It's something that a lot of people have a frustration with, and I understand that. But it's also a topic, just like any other virtue that we want everybody to, have in their life. It's also a journey that we're all on. So patience and understanding is so needed when we talk about this.
I am pleased to announce the launch of the new LSNTV app, which can bring all of LifeSite News' top video content direct to your phone, tablet, computer, and TV so that you can bypass the censors and keep fighting with us for life, faith, family, and freedom. Don't be alone in the darkness. We've been canceled. Fight the cancellation. Download the app.